here at Dallas National today. Gonna get a little bit of a club fitting. I think it might just be the irons today, so it's gonna be cool. I've had these ping eye blades for quite some time. I'm definitely in need of an upgrade. I'm excited to see what I get fit for. It's gonna be fun, so stay tuned. We're gonna just get warmed up with my irons right now. I'm already warmed up.
Prove it. See that move. Real fidgety guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Are you fit for what you have in the bag now?
Yeah, it was like 3 years ago though.
Well, it's 3 years ago and you haven't played much golf since. So my guess is it's probably not going to be a whole lot different.
As I've gotten stronger and faster, I've naturally cranked my grip over just to compensate for like trajectory and spin. So Bryson's having me crank it back over.
Okay.
He's helping me.
Just getting more neutral?
Yeah, getting more neutral. I mean, obviously I'm not swinging as fast because it feels a little bit uncomfortable right now.
Grip feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, the grip feels uncomfortable. So it's not, I'm not as fast right now, but I've gotten up to 205 ball speed. So if that gives you a reference. Back with my old grip on the course, I was probably close to like 190 ball speed, but that was with me like kind of cranked over. Okay. I like to aim right, so I think I'm scared to miss left. Okay. But sometimes I just keep it open and then it just stays on that line. You know? So I guess it's turning off of my line, but that's with my old grip. So right now it's obviously a little right, just because I'm not used to rotating the hands over. I also feel like this face is kind of dead now.
Oh, okay. I'll find a shaft to throw in there. I want something heavy. Probably X1. Okay.
This is like my biggest gap is between my 9 and my 46 degree. I mean, that's normally like about a 180 club.
A couple good rips with that 7. Terrible. I think it's on there.
If it's not, then...
If it's not, the head will just go flying off. The shaft is the same weight as what you had in your gamer. This one's going to spin a little less, so it'll feel a little stiffer.
There's a lot less offset on this, isn't there?
And this has low to medium amount.
Yeah.
That doesn't have much at all. So that's actually you're going to hit it straighter. Like you won't draw it as much with that versus this.
Would we think about maybe de-lofting a little bit for whenever I get my speeds back?
I mean, maybe like 1. I'm not going to call them really strong, but they're strong-ish. If that spin number jumps up, say 600, 800, 900, then maybe. But I wouldn't mess with it. We'll see if we can basically keep it to a playable number with shaft and equipment before you have to make any other changes. I'd rather not crank your lofts way down because then you're going to create a bigger gap on the bottom end.
I do like to look at it, like looking down on it, like the not as much offset.
There's going to be a big reason why they're faster right now. They're like 4 degrees strong.
Oh really?
Yeah. We're testing 2 7s. One's a 6 and one's a 7.
That's what Bryson had to do, right? Whenever he got more speed.
He did, but he's got substantially more. So it's insane. It's not always
like even more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was good to see because it was 8,400 spin.
3 degrees weaker and it's a half inch shorter. So
yeah,
those are definitely going to be the difference.
The differences.
Yeah. I'm going to have you hit another shaft.
So that shaft right there is same weight.
Yeah. Okay. Same weight. So we'll be in the 130s.
What's the loft?
This one's 3 degrees stronger than that one.
That's why it's 5 miles an hour faster.
He said the 6 versus the 7.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's like
it's the right loft.
The right loft
for your speed. Yes.
Yeah. Gapping between irons normally, like how many degrees? 3 to 4?
Typically 3 to 4. So 3 in like your longer irons, like your 3, 4, 5, and then typically down 4 all the way to pitch.
Yeah.
You being high spin, you wanting to get your spin down so you can flight it better, obviously is going to create an even bigger gap on the bottom end, like the one that you have. But
yeah,
I can see that being a problem with more than just one club. You know, that's where probably a 4 iron is going to be your longest iron. especially since we're just going to keep going strong with it.
Yeah.
So, you know, now you just have your 4 irons like a 3 and so on, right?
Yeah.
All the way down. So I think it's going to be more important to make sure that gapping in your wedges is better.
So I might have to get, instead of a 46-degree pitching wedge, like a 44. Or
So like in this set, the 9 iron's 42. So like I would probably just strengthen it too. Like I'll do that in the shop.
Yeah.
If you think you need it more, you can do it here. But I would go like to 40, bring your pitching wedge to 44, and then have a gap wedge at 48, another gap at like 52, and then like whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
You know. And a lot of it depends on what do you have on the high end. Are you driver 3-wood, 5-wood hybrid, or you do driver 3-wood?
I normally have done driver 3-wood hybrid.
Okay. You know, you just got to obviously be conscious of what's going on both ends and make sure you're filling the gaps. That, you know, the wedge is obviously going to be really important. So, what have you normally played with for wedges, loft wedge?
58, 54, 50, 46.
Okay, I like that. I like that configuration. I mean, I could still see there being a potential gap between your pitching wedge and that 48, and that's more just the style of club. So typically, like a blade style wedge, yeah, we'll launch the ball a little bit higher. You're not going to typically hit
So
as
maybe
far.
just have a normal iron set pitching wedge and then go to blade style after.
Actually, what I'd like to do is we make a gap wedge in that. I think that's at 50.
Yeah.
So what I would do is just take that to 48 and then fill the rest in from there with the blade style
Gotcha.
wedge.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
I'm also looking at your divot pattern, and they're not toe heavy, they're not heel heavy. You know what I mean? They're not coming through at this angle through the dirt or this angle through the dirt.
Yeah.
They're actually playing out pretty level. I mean, you look at your last one, you know, the one before that, I mean, you're pretty even through the turf.
Yeah.
So, you know, those are really the things that matter more. If you were hitting and you were missing right a lot and you felt the toe basically digging and staying open, holding open,
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah, that's not good. But we're not seeing that in the
so
dirt.
that's good.
The miss is going that way, but it's a straight push.
Yeah.
You know, and you're not far from your target.
They're actually hotter off the face if this is an 8 iron for me. Like that was a smooth 144.
Okay. Both these are a low spin. I just want to see if there was a difference in how they felt. Consistency, delivery. I mean, honestly, I'd recommend either that C-Taper 130 or the Project X 7.0.
Yeah.
You have the speed and the tempo. More importantly, your tempo's quick.
So we'll go stronger with the irons and then
and then we'll fill the gap in
with the wedges. So some of the wedges might need like a 5-degree increment because, I mean, at the very low end of my clubs, the 8-degree just around the green just feels. I mean, that's what I've always done.
Yeah. So we do 58, 54, 50. So we try to cater it to whatever you're hitting more often.
Yeah.
Right?
So I'm normally hitting a 58 into a green, unless it's like a par 4 where you have to lay back. Then I have like 8 or 9. It feels good. These faces feel really good too.
Okay.
I mean, I like it. You think this is the one right here?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, sweet. That didn't take long. I love it. I didn't have to hit a million balls like my last fitting.
You got a quick tempo and you're moving it fast, so
Yeah.
that definitely puts you into a narrower category really
Sweet.
quick.
After getting fit for those, seeing that ball flight with mine into this wind, it is hooking way too much. So that is a big deal that I'm getting fit. Pretty much what happened is we're still going with pretty much the same lofts. These lofts are good for me. Same length, but we're going a little bit flatter, so it's not turning over as much. Whenever you have an upright club, normally what happens with misses is the ball tends to draw a little bit too much, for me at least. So we're going about 2 degrees flatter, so whenever I do miss it, it's just a straight push, which I can deal with right now. Whenever I'm out on the course and I hit a shot that I don't really feel that's that great, it tends to draw normally too much and then shoot over the back left side of greens, so it's tough to control. All right guys, that's a wrap on this video. It's kind of short and sweet, but we did get fit for some new clubs, really needed them. Irons this time, it'll be the drivers next time. If you like this video guys, make sure to give me a big old thumbs up because it does help me out a lot. Comment down below more ideas you'd like to see, and also make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.